The most dangerous place to be isn't in the middle of a sinful world. It's in the middle of a religious life with a heart that is far from God. Did you know that Jesus' harshest words weren't directed at the broken, the outcasts, or the obvious sinners? They were reserved for the religious leaders. He called them whitewashed tombs, beautiful and polished on the outside, but full of death on the inside. You see, you can follow every rule, attend every service, and speak every Christian cliché, and still be a stranger to the Father. You can follow a script without ever following the Spirit. Over the next 8 minutes, we are going to look at the 5 signs that reveal whether you have a religious heart or a sincere heart. It's time to take off the mask and look in the mirror. Public performance versus private passion. The first sign is public performance versus private passion. A religious heart needs an audience to feel spiritual. It draws its validation from being seen by men. If the religious heart prays, it wonders who is listening. If it gives, it wonders who is watching. For the religious person, if no one sees the sacrifice, it feels like a waste. They are more concerned with their reputation for holiness than their reality of holiness. They want the title of disciple without the discipline of the secret place. But a sincere heart is most alive when the doors are shut. The sincere heart doesn't pray to be heard by others. It prays because it cannot breathe without the Father. To the sincere heart, the secret place is the engine, not the public display. Sincerity understands that God doesn't look at the size of your platform. He looks at the state of your closet. If your public fire is roaring but your private altar is cold, you don't have a sincere heart. You have a religious performance. Modification versus transformation. Sign number 2 is modification versus transformation. A religious heart focuses purely on behavior modification. It is obsessed with the outside of the cup. It's about changing the way you talk, the way you dress, and the people you hang out with just to look the part. It's about trimming the leaves of a bad tree instead of pulling it out by the roots. The religious heart treats sin like a PR problem that needs to be managed, rather than a spiritual disease that needs to be cured. A sincere heart, however, cries out for internal transformation. It doesn't just want to stop the behavior. It wants God to kill the desire behind it. Sincerity asks God to perform surgery on the soul. David didn't pray, "Lord, help me look better for the Israelites." He prayed, "Create in me a clean heart, O God." Religion manages sin so you can stay comfortable in your image. Sincerity repents of sin so you can stay close to your Creator. One is about looking holy, the other is about being healed. Judgment versus compassion. Sign number 3 is judgment versus compassion. A religious heart uses the Word of God as a hammer to crush others. It finds its security in being right, and its peace in being better than someone else. For the religious heart, holiness is a ladder used to look down on those below. They are quick to point out the speck in a brother's eye while ignoring the forest of timber in their own. If your theology makes you arrogant, it isn't from God. If your purity makes you heartless, it isn't purity, it's pride. A sincere heart uses the Word of God as a surgeon's scalpel, first and foremost on itself. Sincerity understands that we are all beggars who found bread. When a sincere heart sees someone caught in sin, it doesn't feel superior, it feels heartbroken. It sees others through the lens of shared brokenness and desperate need for grace. Religion asks, "How could they?" while sincerity asks, "But for the grace of God, there go I." One is a judge, the other is a witness to mercy. Ritual versus relationship. The fourth sign is ritual versus relationship. A religious heart is fueled by shoulds and musts. It's a checklist of obligations performed to keep God from being angry or to stay in the good graces of the church community. It's like a marriage where you only do the chores to avoid a fight. There's no fire, no intimacy, and no joy, just the heavy weight of a contract. But a sincere heart is fueled by delight. It's not a summons to a courtroom. It's an invitation to a banquet. Sincerity doesn't read the Bible to finish a chapter. It reads to hear the voice of a friend. It's the difference between a marriage contract and a marriage covenant. One is about what you have to do. The other is about who you want to be with. The final sign is self-defense versus absolute surrender. A religious heart is a master of excuses. It justifies small compromises and hides its flaws to protect its image. It would rather be fake and respected than real and rejected. But a sincere heart is brutally honest. It would rather be exposed and healed than hidden and hollow. Religion is exhausting because you have to maintain a lie. Sincerity is freeing because you finally admit you can't save yourself. God cannot heal what you refuse to reveal. If you are tired of the mask and you want a heart that truly beats for Him, type "clean my heart" in the comments. Stop trying to look holy and start getting hungry for the only one who can make you whole.